What's going on, everyone? It's time for another creature feature type review. Today, I'm actually going to review the new Predator movie, Prey. It was released July 21st, 2022, and directed by Dan Trachtenberg. He's the one who did 10 Cloverfield Lane, No Escape, Black Mirror Playtest, The Totally Rad Show, and a couple other films. So yeah, this is actually a prequel basically for the Predator franchise. Um, yeah, it's the first Predator ever to land on Earth, and it takes place in 1720 or something like that. And yeah, so the natives have to cope with it, but they don't, for the first like 45 minutes they don't even realize it's really there. Um, you do, because she sees it in the beginning of it crashing to Earth and stuff. But yeah, you follow basically the native tribe around doing their hunting and all that stuff. And yeah, and as they go. But then the lead character chick, she gets into a little scuffle and she's hunting and comes across a bear. And then that's when she realizes the predator creature is out there because it comes and like annihilates the bear right in front of her. And yeah, and then it's up to her and her warrior friends and from her clan or whatever to fight it off and try to take out the enemy basically. This is actually a pretty interesting film. The landscape shots are amazing. Cinematography is fantastic in this movie. I really enjoyed it, and the acting is pretty good and stuff like that for what it is. And there's not much talking. There is talking, but it's not a whole ton. Like they don't feed you and spoon feed you with all the information and stuff. The visually, it is really well put together. The gore and stuff like that is awesome, and that there's a lot of animals being killed in this and stuff. So I know some people might be a little sensitive to that, but just grow up. And yeah, so but yeah, this is definitely what I wanted in a good Predator movie. I love the look of the Predator, without very much of the high tech gadgets or anything. It is pretty well done, and yeah, the fight scenes and everything are really well choreographed and everything. The makeup and all that looks good. Yeah, so, and even I know a lot of people rip on how bad the CG is in this. I think it's pretty decent though. Like some of those animals and stuff look really realistic, and that, yeah, maybe when like the ship's crashing in the beginning, it looked a little crappy, or like the odd bear looked a little disproportionate. But other than that, the CG is pretty good in this, and for one that has like a lesser budget than the last two at least, that was pretty impressive actually. um, yeah, so overall, Prey is actually a pretty decent movie. It's nothing really spectacular or anything like that. I like when they fight. Well, the three of them fight it, try to fight it right off the bat and stuff when they first see it, and yeah, that's a pretty good showdown scene. But then they play a lot of homages to like the first two and sprinkle some little things in there like hiding your heat from its like heat seeing eyes and stuff like that for some reason. But like, here's the thing: how would she know that he does that? Like she just tries something and then it somehow works and stuff, which is okay for this type of movie and stuff. Because like obviously all of us who are watching this are probably Predator fans, and yeah, so we all know it. But like if someone didn't know what Predator was and watched that, they wouldn't get it. So but there's stupid little things like that that happen through it, but that's okay. And yeah, but the biggest thing I thought was why did they put it in English? Like I think they should have did it in the native language of the tribes. Sort of like what Apocalypto did, and like even like the Bastard of the Christ they did in that language, sort of, or what the language they thought they spoke in that one, and then like that. But I guess studio executives were like, no, people won't get it. Put it in English, and it kind of takes away from it. I think it would have been a way more solid piece if they did it that way. I think there is a version of that out somewhere, but I haven't found it yet. But the English one, yeah, it kind of comes off as too modern, like for the language of that time. But other than that, the film is pretty good. It stands up pretty well I still don't think it's better than Predator or Predator 2. But I do think it's better than Predators and The Predator. So I think it's in the middle of them all. So yeah, it was a pretty good effort and a pretty decent film at that. So with that, I'm gonna give the I'm gonna give Prey a 4 out of 5. Yeah, just because like I think the some things weren't the greatest, but overall, still pretty good. Pretty good sequel. After two not so good ones, it's still a better. It's actually better. So, yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it. There's a trailer link down below if you haven't seen that yet. Yeah, make sure you check out my Instagram. It's linked down below. That's where I always post clips of films and review in the future on my story. Usually have the film title on a hashtag, the subgenre film on a hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also, my letterbox is down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first rating after watching the films. Follow me on those two platforms and the channel. Like this video, share it to more people, wherever. Comment your opinions of the film down below. If you have any, and also if you have any films or film franchises that I want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And also, if you want me to do the rest of the Predator movies, I've done some of them, but not all of them, I don't think. So, if you want me to finish up that series, comment down below. I'll get to that as soon as I can, too. And, yeah, make sure you subscribe, because hopefully you find something weird, obscure, and all day proud of checking it together. Also, so you can hear my opinions on classic films, reviews on popular films that have come out like this, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to hit that bell, because it's still the Halloween season, so trying to keep it spooky with some more horror, sci-fi, Halloween favorite type stuff, and thrillers and all that. So, yeah, but we're gonna do something a little more odd for the next one, because I'm gonna talk about Death Note, the fantasy horror based on a manga. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, make sure you tune in for that one. And but yeah, watch out for all those aliens taking out our livestock. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.